And the reason that we live Flexkom, it's a life for us. We have done so much things before, but the goal is that we want to do something on the world that nobody did. There are a lot of rich people, but I don't believe that they have the same mentality as what we want to do in this world. And I want you to understand this. Be a part of a dream what this world needs. This world is bad enough or not? Yeah. You cannot change this world by building up a political party and to be the prime minister of a country. It's impossible. You cannot do that. I don't trust all the politics. Nobody does. You cannot change that. The only thing, what I believe, to change the world, and that's a dream of mine and of Jamie's, is to create a culture in a group with people who are honorable, you can trust, they are honest, and they believe in what they do. Not to be rich. Everybody can be rich. Yes? If you do something illegal, you will be rich. But it's not okay. Money, everybody will get his money. And believe me, when you don't have money and you have £1 million, there is a big difference in your lifestyle. If you have £10 million and £100 million, there is no difference anymore. It doesn't matter. We are not doing this for money. We have money. I was 23 years and I was a millionaire. I don't need the money for this. I'm spending money for Flexkom. I'm 46 years old and I'm not going to live 460 years. So, I know that. The product life cycle will end. But it is possible that we have a tool to create 500 million people in one organization and to create billions and billions and billions of money. What is going to just to the riches. And we can create a massive, massive structure that we will use this money. I hate people, I really hate people who says, I don't need money. Okay, why not? Yeah, I have money. I don't have money. Okay, but if God gives you the quality and the potential that you can earn much money, do it. Earn 10 million and give away 9 million to the people and the children who are living in Africa who cannot change their lives. They cannot change their lives. This is what I'm saying in my life. We believe that every child has the right to live like a child, or not. Yeah. If your child, he's lucky because he's living with you in the UK, and he can play with his toys and those things, and he can get a good school. But it's not, how do you call, the Schuld?
Fair.
Yeah, because that little girl of 5 years who's living in Africa or in India or somewhere else, he didn't choose that life. It's not because of that child wanted that life. The only thing that can change the life of that children are the people who has got the possibility to change, and that's we, or not. You can change that life of that child, but you must understand that it's a job for you. God has given anything in the world, everything in the world has got his job to do. The bee, when there are no bees, it's a bee who's producing honey. When there are no bees on the world, there will be no world. God has given anything on the world, what is living, has got his job to do. And I think that most of the people who have got the money, they forget that they have a job. They forget it. Big cars, big... I did it when I was 23. But I changed my mind. I said, okay, I want to have a good car because I'm driving so much. I want to have a good house because I want my lifestyle. But what if we can build up a company which is earning yearly 50 billion? Not million, billion. We will do that with this company, 50 billion. How much money you need to have a good lifestyle yearly? £100,000, is that enough? It's enough, £100,000. What if we can collect a system, and we can make that system, and we can spend every year 50 billion euros to the world to get a better world? It is possible. And don't ever give up. This is what I learned. This is what I learned when I was 4 years old. You don't know my story, and I'm not going to tell the story because then I'm crying on stage. But when I was 4 years old, my mother and my father brought me to Holland. I am born in a very small village. My father was sheep, what do you call that? Shepherd. My father was a shepherd. And my mother couldn't write and couldn't read when we came to Holland. And I was 4 years old, and my father and my mother, they were working in the factory. My mother was working in the factory to produce this, carpets, and my father was working in Unox, the sausages. What I'm going to tell you, just imagine what I have learned when I was 4 years old. Monday, my father took me, I was 4 years old, I got a photo, and he brought me to the school. It was beside the big church, we could see it. And he signed me up on the school, and he said, Asker, said, yes, Dad, this is your school, now we're going back, and tomorrow you must go to the school. Because in 1971, in the city where we're living, there were 40,000 people, we were the only Turkish family in that city. There was nobody, just we. And I said, okay, Dad, what I have to do? He said, tomorrow in the morning, you must get up and go to school. I said, okay, I can do it. And now you imagine, the next day, Tuesday, in the morning, my father was starting at work somewhere about 6 o'clock, and my mother too. So they get up at 5:30, they make their bread. My mother put my trousers, my socks, my shoes, and my pulley, and they had a chain, a very short chain, with the key of the back door. And it was ready. And the only thing what I could do was getting out from the back door, and every time when I want to get the key, the chain was too small, because I must do this to close it open. I got up Tuesday, alone, 4-year-old boy, the one Turkish boy in all the city, and the rest of the world, nobody knew that I was in that house. I got up, I got my trousers, I got my shirt, I got everything, and I got out of the door, I closed him, and I walked to the big church, and after the big church there was the school. And on the school, there was a little mauer, how do you call that? Wall, little wall, and I get on that wall. And I was waiting, and waiting, and waiting. I said, shit, everybody's coming too late on that school. And we get in, because everybody, the mom come on the bicycle and they brought their children, and we get in. I said, wow, everybody in the class will get full pressure from the teacher, because they are too late. And they didn't get that. The first day not, the second day not, the third day. Do you know what happened? They came not too late. I stand up at 6:30, and I was at 7 o'clock on the wall, and I was waiting till the school was opening 2 hours in the rain, in the snow, and that's it. It was me. I got photos. I learned when I was 4 that I don't have to wait till somebody's doing something for me. I was the only person. I must make my bread, and I go to school, and I was 4 years old. I grow up, and I was in a normal school. My mom and dad didn't come to school to speak with the teachers if my lessons were right or not right. I choose my own school. I go to the university. That university, I'm the first not Dutch man who finished that school in 4 years, because I had to. I had no choice. And I went to sport, Taekwondo. Which of you know Taekwondo? I was 17 and I was Dutch champion of Taekwondo. And I'm not bigger than 165, but I got a photo, I will show it to you. I kicked that Dutch guy who was 180. I got that photo, I will show it to you. And the man who's the judge, when you see the photo, you see one guy 180 because we had the same kilogram, and this was me, and the judge did this, because I was so small. But I learned to fight. I never give up. I never did. And don't give up in your life, even if you don't do Flexkom. The only thing what you have to do is believe in things that you think that is right. And if you are here, believe in that. We can create this world. We can do that. My money, 99% of my money, I'm going to invest in special schools in countries where they don't have the money to build up the children with high IQ. This is my goal. You will see it. There are thousands and millions of children on the world. They are born because God gave them that with a high IQ, high intelligence quotient. They have this. But there is no money. So where's the children going to the school, to the normal school? What happens when all the children which have a high IQ and don't have special schools? They will go away. So if we want to change the world, we should create a new culture of people thinking, and we must start by the children. And we must help the children, because this is the generation which we can change. And this is the goal what we want to do. We will spend probably all of the money what we don't need as Flexkom. We will spend to the world that we can create this. Because I said that the Mayas didn't tell that the world's going to be end. There will be a new generation. Just look at yourself. It happened by us. The last couple of months, bad people in our area, they disappeared. They gone away. And good people, they came. Everything changed in my house. My wife and me and my children, everything is changing and changing and changing. I met a lot of new people, but there are honestly people. This is going to be changed also in your life. And we need a vehicle, am I right? A vehicle. We need a vehicle to do that. We cannot do that by opening a new shop selling hamburgers. We have as Flexkom the tool to make a network and to create 500 million people to understand what we're going to do. Be a part of that. If you are going to die, you will die. I will die also. The day that you will die, people will say they did it. And this is what you have to do. I want you to understand the vision of this. And I'm not going to, how do you call, you are Muslim, or you are Christian, or you're Jewish, or you are this, or you're that. It doesn't matter in this world. Yes? Because that children, they don't understand that. Yes? Everything in the world is a game what is being played by a group of people. They want to do that we do it. It's not our choice. I stopped watching television. I stopped. I'm not looking to negative things. I'm not reading negative newspapers. Not. Don't let negative people in your mind. Don't do that. Stop 6 months. When you don't answer negative things, your face will change. You will be looking healthy because there is no stress. You will love your children and your wife or your man more. Everything will change in your life if you say stop to negative things. Everything. Start today. You have heard yesterday and today the vision and the goal, what we want to do. I promise you, it's not our goal to get 5 Ferraris in my garage. I don't need them. I was young at that time, I had that. I don't need this. But we must work together to create this. And UK can do that. And if people are laughing to you for this vision, then show him this thing from Robin Sharma. If people aren't laughing at your dreams aren't big enough. I want to thank you for the trust in this company to come here and take care of you as